I wasn't going to do this because I didn't really feel like I had a salvation testimony, because my dad's been a pastor my whole life and I grew up in church, but that was just the devil trying to get me to not tell it, because I hope and believe that this is going to help somebody. I got saved as a young kid, obviously, because, my dad being a pastor. But when I got to high school, I kind of fell away because I met a boy, got in a bad relationship. I stayed in it for probably maybe 3.5 years. I was afraid of being alone. That's why I stayed in it for so long. My senior year, my family moved to Arkansas, and I didn't join them until after I graduated. And we all stayed out of church for a while. There's just some church hurt is hard to get past sometimes. I started college and started partying. I never did drugs. I maybe had 1-2 sips of alcohol at a party, but I quickly realized that it was not for me. But I began to start putting my faith in boys instead of God. I was again afraid of being alone. We started going to church again, and the pastor's daughter actually was the one that preached this particular Sunday morning, and it was one of those sermons that I just felt like I was the only one in the room. It was only for me. She was just talking about letting God show you the kind of love that you deserve, and being patient, waiting for it, and just praying and really seeking God about it, and being pure. And not too long after that, we moved back to Oklahoma, and shortly after that sermon is when, and moving back to Oklahoma is when I gave my life back to the Lord. All those years I spent running, just wanting to be loved, I was worried that I was too far gone. But in the Bible, God said that He would never leave us, and that's a promise. And you're not too far gone. I just think of Romans 8:38, and it says, I am convinced that nothing can ever separate us from God's love, neither death nor life, neither angels nor demons, neither our fears for today or our worries about tomorrow, not even the powers of hell can separate us from God's love. Even our own shortcomings or failures can't separate us from His love. His love is unchanging, unconditional, and unwavering.